Hello friends, and thank you for tuning in to Full Face and Fabulous. My name is Kristen, and today I just wanted to do a quick get ready with me and show you the products that I'm wearing today. So I've already got my moisturizer on, and today I use my Caudalie Vinosource Cream SOS Hydration or Intense Moisturizing Cream. So this product was my moisturizer. Now I'm going to jump in with a new eye cream that I picked up, and this is by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's the Magic Eye Rescue Eye Cream to Turn Back the Clock. And I'd heard some really good reviews about this, so I wanted to try it out for myself and see if it is what it claims to be. So it's a really thick texture, which I think will be great for the extreme under eye dryness that I have. I'm just going to take what I see right here and go right underneath the eye with this. I can definitely use the hydration because the outer corners of my eyes are so dry. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling dryness over here and it's pulling, and I don't like that feeling. So eye creams have become a must in my makeup routine. It's definitely a step in the makeup routine that I don't want to miss. That really feels luxurious. This was quite expensive, but this really feels luxurious. I feel like a lot of eye creams are just a little too thin. And with as dry as I get, this is perfect. I also love the bottle or the jar that this comes in. I love the cap. It's gold. It says revives, rejuvenates, and smooths to turn back the clock. And I'll be curious to see how that works over time, but I really like the way it felt going on. And then I'm going to add a primer, and today I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Blur Stick by Face Studio. This is a pore minimizing tinted primer, and I am in the shade Light Medium 120. I'm going to use this to prime my skin today. It's an interesting concept. It's just like a stick foundation, but it is a primer. So I'm going to use that to put some priming action on. Just work that in with my fingers. And then today, I wanted to wear my Revlon Candid PhotoReady Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation in the shade 120. I've used this in the past and I absolutely love it. It's a great foundation. And it's comparable to a lot of higher end foundations. I'm going to do a couple of pumps. And then I'm also going to mix in some of my James Read Gradual Tan H2O Tan Drops. I have this dropper bottle here. If I can get it open. There we go. And I'm going to mix a few drops of the tanner in with the foundation. And I also have this Physicians Formula Skin Booster Vitamin Shot. It's this purple bottle. It's a time restoring vitamin, and I thought I would add some of that. I have not tried this product, so I'm really curious about it. I thought I would just add a little bit of that to my foundation routine here. And see what kind of outcome we get with these products combined. And then I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques 200 brush, and I'm just going to mix these products together and go directly on my skin. It's fun to mix, especially if I have like any type of elixir or extra vitamins or anything like that. I just like to mix it in directly with my foundation and kind of use it as a facial moisturizing step. Any type of serums, things like that. I like to mix it in with the foundation because I think it's just easier to apply that way. I mean, you can just take the dropper and apply it directly to your face, but I think that this just kind of helps meld everything together. All the products that you're wanting to apply in one step. So that's what I like to do. Alright. And the Revlon Candid foundation is really nice. It really just gives you some nice illuminating coverage. And then next I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer. This is a dark circle treatment concealer. And I am in the shade Fair. I love this. I'm sure many of you have seen this product. It's the one that twists up and then you have the bouncy little top there that feels really nice. I'm just going to add a little bit more coverage with this concealer so I don't have to add any more foundation. This is a great concealer. It's been around a while, but it's one of those oldies and goodies. And it's great for dark circles, but I think it also does well just all over the face. And as you can tell, I've already used quite a bit of it. Get the camera to focus. Already used quite a bit of it. There in the middle. It's a great concealer. I think it does a great job of just adding that extra little bit of coverage that you might need all over the face. And it especially does great for concealing the under eye dark circles, which the older I get, the worse they get. So I can definitely use the help. Alright, so now the next product that I'm going to apply is going to be powder, and I'm trying to get my LA Colors mineral powder in light ivory. I'm trying to get this one used up. This is one that I've had for a while, and I'm going to go in with, here, let me use this other brush. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques 300 brush. This is a great powder brush. And I'm just going to circle my brush in that and get it all over my face. This is a great powder for just setting your makeup. And it's inexpensive, so that's nice. I believe I picked it up off of the LA Colors website. So if you're looking for a nice powder, this is a great option. It is mineral, so that's nice too, that you have the mineral coverage going on. So I just like to mainly especially focus on the under eye area and right around the nose, because that is where the foundation tends to dissipate. Alright, and then for blush today, I have a new one from Loreal, and Loreal had this new line come out recently, and this is called Blush Please Shimmering Blush, and I have the shade 11, which is Blushin in Riviera, and I thought that this is really pretty. Now, I am kind of concerned about the glitter. I'm not sure if it's glitter or shimmer, but it's very shimmery. It looks like a really pretty shade though, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe the top coat is the shimmery part, and then once you get past that shimmery part, it'll turn to just pure pigment. So I'm going to find out. I'm just going to go ahead and dip into the brush and apply directly to my cheeks here. This was actually a line that I found off of Walmart's website, and they had a couple of blushes. I have another one here too. They have this other one called Blush Please, and it's also a shimmering blush, and this one is called Blushin' in Saint Tropez. So they have several blushes. I think they had like a face and body luminizer or something like that, and like a big huge bronzer. And so it was like a limited edition find at Walmart. So that's kind of cool. But it actually looks really pretty. It looks really pretty going on my skin right now. I'm just not so sure how glittery it's going to look. I definitely can see some flecks of glitter it looks, and I don't really care for that. It looks good at a distance, but then when you get up close you can definitely see some shine there. So I'm not sure how well that will wear throughout the day, but we will see. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Liquid Glow highlighter right on top of the cheekbones for some added glow. I think I'll go right there and then go right here with it. I also like to take a little bit right here. So let me go ahead and blend that in. And I've got a Real Techniques 413. This is a highlight brush, so this is perfect for highlight. And I'm just going to go ahead and buff that into the skin. I always love to find a blush though that's really pigmented and just really has the effect of both a highlight and blush, because I think those look so pretty on the skin. So I'm just getting that worked in, and then the next product will be brows. And so, as you know, I love my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in medium brown, and this just works really well because you just twist it up and then you can immediately stencil on the brow. So I like that a lot. I'm just going in with the brow pencil here and filling in the brows. I like the retractable brow pencils the best because I feel like they perform the easiest. You can add exactly what you want as far as coverage, or how thick you want the brow. And I just feel like some big ones today, so I will go with that. And then the last product that I'm going to apply today is my lipstick, and I've got a couple of options here. So I have this new lipstick. It's a really pretty packaging. This is also Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in Pillow Talk. But what's really neat about this one is that it's not their original like matte formula that they had in the past. This is this shimmer type formula, and so I thought I would go in with this as the base to a more glowy lip topper. But this is a really pretty shimmery mauve, like a mauve nude shade. I think this is one of those lip shades that would work really well in a lot of tones, a lot of skin tones, because it is not too dark and it has the perfect amount of shine and just a color. And it has just the ever so slightest sheen to it. It's not real, you know, shiny. So if you want shine, but you don't want a lot of glow like I like to do, because I have these lip toppers. This is the next product I'm going to apply on top of it. This would be a really good choice. Plus it's very creamy and it's very moisturizing. I really like the way that feels. Packaging is gorgeous. It's this like rose gold tube and it's super pretty. So I really like that. And then the next product is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Lip Gloss, and I have the shade Rose Quartz. And I believe that this was limited edition. It has a very nice cap on it with these like diamonds on the cap. And I think this was limited edition. This was the only shade that I really was intrigued by because of the color. It's that really pretty pink, like a pink glowy gloss. So I thought I would top this Charlotte Tilbury with this just to see if we can amp up the shine a little bit more. And I think that it's going to work really nicely. I actually like the way that looks because it just gave that a little bit more pink, where the Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit more mauvish nude. But this is a really pretty pink. So I think this would be pretty probably by itself, even not even layered on top of anything else. And it's nice to find one of these glowing kind of glosses that you can use on top of a lipstick, or you can just pair it by itself and wear it. And I think that this would look really pretty just, you know, alone on its own. It's got a lot of glow to it, a lot of shine. I don't know if the camera's detecting it very well, but it's really pretty. But there are specks of glitter in it, so, you know, if that's something that bothers you, that might not be something you would want. But I don't mind it so much. I mind it more on my cheeks when it's visible on the skin than I do on the lips, because I think it looks really good paired with lipsticks, and then even on its own, you know, it just kind of really gives you that flash of shine on your lips. So I don't mind it so much there as I do on the cheeks, and so that's why I try to steer clear of blushes. So although these blushes both are very pretty shades, I mean both the Blushin in Saint Tropez and the Blushin in Riviera, they're both really pretty shades. The only downfall is the fact that they have that sparkle to them. You know, and a lot of times they'll just put a sparkle overlay and then underneath you have the pigment, but from what I can tell with this, it looks like it's shimmer all the way through, and it's unfortunate because it's really pretty, but those sparkles are just so, you know, pigmented inside the product that there's no way to get, you know, remove that. So I think you just have to use a light hand with it, but I do think it's a gorgeous shade. I just wish it didn't have the specks of glitter, because we all know that there's a lot of blushes out there that can do the same thing as these and have that same color effect without the glitter. So that's something that, especially as I get older, when I was younger, you know, glitter was kind of, well, that's a cool thing to do, but the older you get, you really don't want that on your skin, especially as fine lines start settling in and things like that. You really don't want that, so that might be something to stay clear of unless you don't mind that. But I do think it's really pretty shades. I just wish that they would have made the same colors without any extra sparkle in them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I just thought I would hop on here real quick this morning and do a get ready with me. I love that foundation, the Revlon PhotoReady Candid foundation. That's been compared to a lot of higher end foundations, and I do feel like it holds up really well. It's not my first time using it. I've used it in the past, and it goes in line with my favorites. So I have several favorites. My Infallible Pro Glow L'Oreal, this one's one of my favorites. It's especially good if you have dry skin, but even if not, if you just like a radiant finish foundation, this one's awesome. So my favorites would be the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and then the Revlon PhotoReady Candid, and then I also really, really love the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation with the broad spectrum of SPF 25. And all of these are drugstore foundations, and I would say that all three of them are very comparable to some of the higher end foundations that claim to be luminous or claim to be long wear. I also forgot one other one that I love, the Maybelline Superstay. The Maybelline Superstay foundation is also one of my top favorites, and then this Physicians Formula Healthy Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This is also really great. It looks really natural, but it also packs a punch of coverage, so you don't really have to lack anything where that goes. So there's a lot of great drugstore options out there, and a lot of the drugstore options are very comparable to some of the higher end you know, foundations, and they perform just as well as a $30 or $40 foundation that you might pick up at Sephora or Ulta. So if you're looking for a good foundation, I would try any of those. The best for long wear would be the L'Oreal Infallible and the Maybelline Superstay. And then if you're looking for something more glowy or luminous, I would go to the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow or the Revlon Candid PhotoReady, because I think those both really give you a flawless HD finish. But they do provide a lot of luminosity. So it just kind of depends on if you're wanting full coverage or luminosity, but I have a mixture of both because depending on what I'm doing, I might need the full coverage if I'm going to be sweating a lot. You know, the 12-hour or 24-hour usually handles a lot better than if I'm just in the office all day. I can do a luminous foundation and it works very well. I'm also really excited to try these out. I just picked these up, but I haven't even opened them. I picked up the new Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and it claims to have medium to full coverage. I picked up the shades F3 and the shades F1. As y'all know, I love the other Maybelline one, and let me pull it out right here to show you. The Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. As we all know, a lot of us have reviewed this and talked about it. This one's great. I love this one. I've loved it and will continue to use it. And so I'm really excited to see they came out with a Conceal and Hydrate. And I've heard that this one has a pump where the other one had the big buckfoot applicator, like a big deer buckfoot. So I'm really excited to see if this one's going to be similar to the other one. If it's more hydration, I think that's great because my skin can always use the hydration. But then it also had the concealer, the Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Concealer with hyaluronic acid and acai, which is acai berry. So, and I got that one in C1. So I'm excited to see if they're going to be just as great as the other foundation that they came out with last year. So again, it's the same kind of beautiful bottle. They got the rose gold cap on it. You got the nice, it feels very heavy. It does feel luxurious. And then you got the nice glass bottle that it comes in. So I think the packaging was done very well. Like I said, I'll be excited to do a review and share that with you. I just picked these up, so I haven't even opened them. But I like the packaging, and I think the packaging is just as beautiful as the packaging was on last year's foundation. So always exciting when a brand that you really like and you really came to trust comes out with a new product, and then you can compare to see, okay, are they still making it just as well as the previous one. And I definitely have certain foundations, as the ones I've just shared, that are definitely my favorites. Some of my other foundations, you know, they're just okay. A lot of them I just use to get them used up, but you know, some are definitely more favorites than others, and it's usually just the way they hydrate, the way they wear throughout the day. If they still look fresh by the end of the day, that's very important to me. And then, you know, just kind of how they feel as I'm applying them, because sometimes when you apply a foundation, it doesn't, just the original reaction to it doesn't always feel so great going on. But then other foundations, when you first apply them, you know, you get that luxurious spa experience while you're applying them, and even sometimes a cooling effect with some of them. And then others just don't look very good initially, or sometimes they'll look really good initially and then they'll start breaking up throughout the day, so I don't like that. I also don't like when they go on goopy or thick and it's hard to apply with a brush or a beauty blender, because I feel like that is a sign that it's probably not a very good product. So anyway, I'm excited. That's my newest foundation I picked up. I know there's a lot of foundations out there, and of course I'm always looking for a new drugstore foundation, lip fine, things like that, because there's some real gems out there. And so anytime a foundation comes out that's in the drugstore, I like to see if it's, you know, better than the last one. So it's all really just a comparison thing, and we all have different preferences depending on our skin tones. But I think there's definitely an option in the drugstore for every skin tone and for every you know, face. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like these videos, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on any future videos. I do upload these on a weekly basis. Also, in the description box down below, if you click the down arrow, you're going to find several links, and I would love for you to check those out. So there is a link to my other channel that's called Glam Life Wig Reviews, and that's where I post weekly reviews of alternative hair and styles and colors. And if you like seeing those type of things, be sure and check it out and subscribe there as well. You will also find links to both of my sisters' alternative hair channels, Daily Dazzle and Dawn Stamper, as well as 360 Cindy. They also do alternative hair reviews so that you can see different styles. A lot of the styles I've already reviewed, and then they also have reviewed those styles, so you can see different face shapes and how they like wearing those same styles that I have. And then also in the description box, there's a link to my eBay store where I do post things for sale. And then you'll also find a link to my Facebook page. If you follow me there, you can follow me for periodic updates. I post a lot of my alternative hairstyles so that you can see what they look like after the makeup is on and the hair. And so you can see how I pair them with an outfit or, you know, jewelry or a style. So love for you to check those links out below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting me in both this channel and my alternative hair channel. It really means a lot to me, especially when you send me those kind comments. If there's any makeup items that you'd like to see, I might have them, and I'd love to do a review for you. So if you have any comments or suggestions on a video that you'd like to see, be sure and put that in the comment section so that I know exactly what it is that you're looking for. I know that there's a lot of, you know, products out there, and so might be something that I can share my thoughts on for you. So anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye.